Very good morning to all of you. Today we will read lesson number 2, parts of a plant. In this chapter, we will read about roots, stem, leaf, flower, fruits and seeds. We will read about different parts of a plant. Let's start now. A plant has many parts. The different parts of a plant perform different functions. As we all know that a plant has many parts and different kind of parts do different kind of works in that plant. In this picture, you can see that there are many parts of a plant and all these parts play a different role. They all do a different function in the plant. The different parts of a plant are roots, stem, leaves, flowers, fruits and seeds. You can see this part, these are roots, and these are under the ground. They are below the ground. And above the ground, these are the parts. What is above the ground? This is stem. These are seed which are inside the fruit. They are in the fruit, inside the fruit. This is fruit and these are green leaves and this is a flower. And now we will study about each part in detail. First of all, we will read about roots. What are roots? The part of a plant which lies under the ground is called the root. As I told you and I showed you that part which lies under the ground, below the ground, this part is called root. Roots are of two types. There are two types of root. First is tap roots and the second one is fibrous roots. Right? Let's know about the tap roots. Some plants have one thick main root which grows from the lower end of the stem. Look at the picture. This is the stem. This grows from the lower end of the stem. Lower end of the stem. And a thick root is there. Moti. Thick root. Right? And many small, thin, hair-like roots grow from the main root. Look here. These small, tiny and hair-like roots grow from the thick root. One thick root is there and small roots are there. They grow from the thick root. This type of root is called taproot. Right? Such a root is called taproot. What kind of trees are having tap roots? Mango tree, hibiscus. Hibiscus is gudhal, peepal, and neem trees. They are having tap roots. So remember, students, pay attention that there is one thick root and many small roots are there which grow from the thick root. That root is called tap root. Right? The second one is fibrous root. Some plants have several tiny roots growing from the lower end of the stem. Look at here. This is the stem and many tiny roots are growing here. Small, small, tiny, tiny, thin, thin roots. All the roots are very thin. There is not any thick root. No thick root is there. There is not any thick root. All the roots are very small, very thin, and they are hair-like. Okay, these are called fibrous root. Fiber like होती है, तो इसलिए इनको fibrous root कहते हैं. These are called fibrous roots. Paddy, rice crop, onion, wheat, and maize, corn जो होता है. These have fibrous roots. Right? When thick root is there, then that is a tap root. When all the roots are small and thin, these are fibrous roots. Understand? Now, what are the functions of root? What do roots do in the plant? Number one, roots hold the plant firmly to the soil. They hold the plant firmly, very strongly with the soil. Roots hold the plant very firmly to the soil. Roots absorb nutrients, water, and minerals from the soil. They take all the nutrients, water, and minerals from the soil and they send it to the plant. They send it to the plant. Roots send all these things to the stem of the plant. Look at the picture. These roots take all the nutrients, water, and minerals. They take it from the soil and send it to the stem from here. They take all the nutrients, water, and mineral from the soil and send it to the plant. Right? Number 3, roots of some plant store food. Some of the roots store food in themselves. We eat these type of roots. We eat these types of roots as our food. For example, carrot, radish, etc. These are the carrots. These are the radish. Both of these are roots. We eat roots. Carrot is a root. Radish is also a root. And we eat them as our food. We eat them in a salad. And we make vegetable with the carrot also. We make halwa with the carrot also. And we eat these roots as our food. So that was about the root. Now let us start the second part of a plant. Its name is stem. Stem is also called the trunk. It is also called the shoot. And it is also called bark. 4 words are there. 4 names are there for stem. Number 1, stem. Number 2, trunk. Number 3, shoot. Number 4, bark. Okay, let's read now. The part of a plant that grows above the ground is called the stem. That part which grows above the ground is called the stem. Once again, look at the picture. That part which grows above the ground. This was below the ground and this is above the ground. The part that grows above the ground, it is called stem. This is the stem, this one. Right? It holds the plant upright and carries water and minerals from the root to all the parts of a plant. It holds the plant upright, means it keeps the plant straight, absolutely straight. It holds the plant straight and it carries. I told you that roots send the water and minerals and nutrients. It carries water and minerals from the root to all the parts of a plant. Once again, look at the picture that this stem, it takes all the nutrients, water and minerals from the roots. The roots give and the stem takes all the nutrients from the root and sends it to all parts of the plant. It sends to leaves, to flower, to fruit. It sends the nutrients to all parts of the plant. The stem of the trees are strong and thick. It is called the trunk. A big tree has a very strong stem. It is very much thick and woody and very strong. So it is called the trunk. The stem of the tree is very strong and thick. The stem of a shrub is woody and thinner than of a tree. This is a shrub. This is a rose plant. This is a shrub and its stem is woody, but it is thinner. It is thinner than a tree. It is woody, but it is thin. On the other hand, the stems of herb are weak, soft, and green. These are herbs. The stem of herb is very weak, very soft, and it is very green. Let's revise the stem of herbs. For example, coriander leaves. You have seen coriander leaves, mint leaves. Its stem is very much green and soft. Mint leaves stem is very green and soft. The stem of herbs is always soft and green. The stem of shrub is woody, but it is thin. And the stem of tree is woody and strong and thick. Right? These are the difference between the stems of tree, shrub and herb. After that, functions of a stem. What work the stem does in a plant? Number one, stem holds the plant upright above the ground. As I told you, that stem keeps the plant straight above the ground. It keeps the plant straight. The stem bears leaves, buds, flowers, and fruits. Where are these all parts? Where are they? The leaves are on the stem. The buds are also on the stem. The flowers are also on the stem. And the fruits also are on the stem. The stem bears all these parts. All these parts are lying on the stem. It carries nutrients and water from the root to all the parts of the plant. I told you right now that the stem carries, it takes all the nutrients and water from the root and takes it to and sends it to all the parts of the plant. It also takes food made by leaves to other parts. We have read that and we are going to read that leaves make food for the plant and the stem takes all the food that is made by leaves and it sends to other parts. Stems of certain plants store food. Some stems store food in themselves and we eat these stems. For example, we eat potato and potato is a stem. Ginger is also a stem and we use them in our food. We cook them and we eat them as our food. So we eat some stems, right? Next part is leaf. The leaf is an important part of a plant. The leaf is very important part for a plant. It prepares food for the plants. It cooks food as your mother cooks food in the kitchen. Your mother, your grandmother, or any other person, they cook food in your kitchen. But in a plant, the leaf prepares food for the plant. Thus, a leaf is also called the kitchen or the food factory of the plant. The leaf is called kitchen of the plant, or we can say it a food factory, the factory where food is made. Where it is made? In the leaf. So plants, for plants, leaf make the food. Leaf make the food. With the help of sunlight, with the help of air, with the help of water, they make food for the plant. Okay, parts of a leaf. Let's read about a leaf. A leaf has a flat and broad part called the leaf blade. It has a flat part, flat and broad, this one, the whole part, this leaf. It is called leaf blade. It is called leaf blade. The leaf blade is attached to the stem of a plant through a tiny stalk called the petiole. This is the petiole, this one. This small stick, this small stalk, it is called petiole. Here it is attached with the stem. It is joined, it is connected with the stem. From here it is connected with the stem, and this stick, this stalk is called a petiole. It is attached with the stem here. The thick line that runs from the center of the leaf to its tip is called the midrib or main vein. Look at here. This is petiole, and here it goes, this line, this thick line. It is called the midrib, or it is called main vein. Main vein or midrib, this thick line in the center of the leaf. In the center of the leaf, this is called main vein. Numerous small lines arising from the midrib that run throughout the leaf are called side veins. Numerous small lines, these lines, look at here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these small lines. Many lines are there, lots of lines are there. These all small lines, these are called side veins. These are called side veins. A leaf blade has many tiny pores on its surface. On the blade, on the leaf blade, there are many tiny pores. Pores means holes. Pores means holes. They are called stomata. These tiny holes are called stomata, and they help the leaf in exchange of gases. These help the leaf in exchange of gases. They take the carbon dioxide and release oxygen. The stomata takes in carbon dioxide for the plant and gives out oxygen produced by the plant. A special green colored substance is present on the surface of the leaves. It is called chlorophyll. You know why the leaf is green? Do you know why the leaf is green? Look at the picture. This leaf is green just because of chlorophyll. The chlorophyll gives the leaf a green color. The green color is because of chlorophyll. Look at the picture once again. I am repeating everything. This stalk is called petiole. This is petiole. Here it is attached with the stem. It is connected with the stem. And this thick line, it is main vein or it is called midrib. Okay. And these small lines, side lines, these lines, these lines, all these lines, they are called side veins. Okay, they are called side veins, and the leaf has very small pores, small holes in the leaf blade. They are called stomata. Look at this. This is a small hole, small pore. These are called stomata. This is stomata. And this helps the leaf in exchange of gases. This helps the leaf in exchange of gases. Through these holes, a plant is able to breathe. Plants breathe through stomata. All the plants breathe through stomata, and stomata are tiny holes in the leaf. The leaf cooks food for the plant. The leaf makes food for the plant. It is called kitchen of the plant, or it is called food factory of the plant. And these holes, plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen made by them. Plants give us oxygen through these tiny holes, right? So that was all about the leaf. So what are the functions of leaf? What do leaves do for the plant? Leaves prepare food for the plants. Number 2, leaves, stomata, help a plant to breathe. They help the plant to breathe in the air. Leaves release means they give out. Release means they give out. Leaves give oxygen into the air that is used by animals and human beings for breathing. Human beings also breathe in the air. We also take oxygen from the plants. Then leaves give out oxygen into the air that is used by animals and human beings for breathing. Leaves store a part of the food they prepare. Some leaves store the food. We eat leaves of certain plants. For example, cabbage, spinach. We eat cabbage. They are leaves. We eat lettuce for salad. They are also leaves. We eat spinach, sarson ka saag, coriander leaves, mint leaves. These are all leaves. We use them as our food. So that was all about a leaf. That's all for today.